Hello, this is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I just want to reach out to all of you beautiful souls out there, see how all of you are doing, and I hope you were able to get out in nature somewhere, and I hope you're being kind. And really the reason why I wanted to make this video today is to see if you want to be the change that you want to see in the world, and that's a part of my YouTube channel. Is I did start making this video, but I was having problems with my computer for some reason, so here I go again. Is like I said in my last video that I deleted, is that there is another, lots of other people out there, like on YouTube or even Facebook, or like other apps out there, is that they're helping people. Like with me, I want to be the change that I want to see in the world. And that means I got to work on myself, and I have. I work on myself every day, and I'm learning. I am learning a lot of my lessons in life. I really am. I'm learning not to be hard on myself, Hey, if I couldn't do something today, instead of, complaining about it to myself and saying, oh, you should have done this or you should have done that, I'm letting it go. I'm letting that go, so, and it's a lot of training, mental training, like on your, to train yourself not to, be the old version of yourself. So that's what I've been doing, is working on myself. So anyway, before I get too carried away with this video, is I do want to let you know, you can like this video, and by liking this video, you can help me help others to be that change that you, not only you, but me, you and me, want to see in this world. So by liking my videos or subscribing or sharing, you will have a part of that. The universe and God will bless you for liking these videos or subscribing to them. So anyway, like I said, you can share this video with anyone you want, friends or family, and like on Facebook, that's where I share some videos on my Facebook. And you could share it with your cat or dog, or maybe even your bird would like to see these videos. So anyway, also you can ring the notification bell. That way you don't miss any of these videos. And I have a video right now that's trying to upload. That might be a reason why I had problems with my computer a few minutes ago. So here we go again, though. They say if you first don't succeed, try again. Yeah. And but then there's another side to that whole thing too. Sometimes it just isn't meant to be. Like depending on what it is, maybe the universe is trying to say, no, that's not really. You're in the wrong area, and you're really trying hard. Yes, I give you credit, but I've actually got something better over here for you. That can happen. And also, besides, you could leave a message down below. You can, if you want, you can reach out to me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So, yeah, now I got to redo everything, and it's never going to be the same that I already said. So here we go again. Is like I was saying, is I get a lot of help out there on the computer, on my internet, like people that do yoga. Woo! Talk about a workout. Wow. I'm like, wow, lady, look at your body. Wow, are you really flexible there? I guess my doctor did tell me that after a while your body will stretch. I'm hoping I can get my body shaped like that. Wow, you're that's pretty hot looking that you could do that, but my body does not look. And I'm laughing here, I'm thin, but wow, these girls and guys are really, so I gotta work hard on this yoga stuff. And they always have great inspiration on those videos, they do. Ooh, sorry about that. I don't know where that came from. Is they have a lot of great things that they say, or they might do breathing exercises on those yoga meditations. So I started off with only like, 10 minutes, and I was like, wow, that's really hard for 10 minutes, because before I didn't have a whole lot of time because I had to go to work. And now, and then I went to 10 minutes to 15 minutes, and I went from 15 minutes to a half hour. So I been stretching myself, to be better and do work harder. And I get out of breath when I do those yoga practices, and I look at them and I'm like, they don't even look tired. They don't. I don't even see them breathing as much as I am. There's sometimes I'm ready to fall over trying to do a yoga thing, and I'm like, wow, how did you, like I was in that position and you, they are something. Talk about being flexible. There's so many things I want to talk about on yoga, on how these women can shape their bodies out, but I'm just going to keep going with the other things that I need to talk about, otherwise I might overdo it. My sense of humor is kind of warped sometimes. So anyway, we'll get on to the next thing that I wanted to talk about is also with meditations. I get a lot of help on YouTube with meditations, guided meditations for me. You might be the type of person that don't use, guided meditations where I do. Maybe if I go out in the woods, I'll just sit and, do a quiet meditation by the water. Today I kind of, I was supposed to do a meditation out there, and I kind of forgot because I was like, ooh, I gotta get back out of here and head back out. So I kind of hurried up. I didn't head out early enough. It was a long drive, one of the longest drives that I had for going out looking at waterfalls, and it was beautiful. It really was. So I'm very grateful for all the people out there that these are people that help us out to to be better people, be higher versions of ourselves. As people out there doing yoga, help us to stay fit, take care of ourselves. It's part of self-love. You gotta take time, and they a lot of times they say thank yourself for, that you cared about yourself to take time out to do yoga practices. And I'll tell you, with the yoga, my body gets really sore. I'm amazed the pain that I take after doing 30 minutes of yoga. And even when I go out in the woods and I get back home and I sit for a little bit of time just to eat my dinner, maybe a half hour to eat my dinner or whatever. And I've been good, though. I do affirmations now. I listen to affirmations. I don't watch Ralph Smart anymore. Infinite Waters doing my it's too funny, is eating dinner and watching, getting help on YouTube channels, so I stopped, and or I listened to 432 hertz music, but I figured, hey, if I'm listening to affirmations, I guess it's not, where I can hear these affirmations that way. If any negative thoughts come in, I can block them out with all these affirmations. So I've been like, using affirmations and those people. And I'm going to be making a video. I have a whole, I don't have the paper here, right here with me, but I do. I have like, I wrote a whole bunch of affirmations down. And, some of them were my own. Some of them, I borrowed from other people, I'm like, yeah, I like that one. I just sat down and listened to some affirmations, and because I would forget, I'm like, I'd run out of them if I'm in my car, and that's what I do, is do affirmations. They are really powerful. And if you are doing what I am doing by reinventing yourself, like, like I was mentioning about meditations, I don't know if I, in the other video that I was making, is that I did a full moon meditation, very powerful full moon meditations. I do that every time now with full moons, as I am really big in doing a full moon meditation. And it was super. I love the lady that does these full moon meditations. And I I'll tell you, I felt like such a release, like a just letting go of like my old self, my old like Kathy Dingman, her ways and her thoughts, and I just felt it being like just pour, like it was like water being poured down my body, and I just felt it all come through. And she wanted this guided meditation was to get it down to your roots, down to the roots, down to Mother Gaia, you know. And I tell you, I felt so much just draining out of my body, and it was like really powerful. And I did get some really beautiful insights in the middle of the night. I don't even know what time that was. You know, the universe was revealing so many things. I've been asking for clarity. You know, that is, that's the one thing that I ask a lot besides being guided a lot. And if you want help being guided, I did make a video about that. Are you searching for guidance? You might not know that you're searching for guidance, you know, like, that is something I always need help with, is to be guided, you know. And now I'm being taught that I need to learn to listen to my own instincts, you know, my heart, and you know, like, so I can guide myself without relying on other people. So like I did that the other day. I was just going along with the flow, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go along with this and see what happens. And it's kind of funny, I got twice when I did that all on my own without asking for guidance. I'm just gonna go with that, you know. I'm just gonna go along with that. And I got 2 times the 777, you know, in one area, and then in another area. And that day I got like about 4 777s. And then I watched the video, and it actually was 777 views on a video I watched. I'm like, wow. You know, so I'm serious. Check the numbers out. Check that video out on Are You Searching for Guidance? That's how God, the universe, you know, we are all gods, you know, like we are a part of the universe. We are a family of, you know, like, and I do have a video I will be putting out. I do want to watch it though before I do put it out, because I want to see what I said, because it was a tongue twister kind of thing that I did, and it just flowed out of me and it was about being that we are all one, you know. I did learn things in my Bible, but it didn't quite click at the time that I was going to church. You know, it was something that kind of clicked with me throughout my life here, you know, trying to understand how are we all one, you know. And that is hard to comprehend. You know, like with the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, that's 3 in 1. You know, like you got an egg, and there's 3 parts to that one egg. You know, like then you have a family. You know, you have if you got lots of kids, a husband and wife, and you guys are all like whole. You know, so it is interesting with all these things that you learn after you start learning about spirituality. And I got so much to learn. But really, if you want to be a change in the world, really what you want to do is to reinvent yourself. You know, you might not be pleased with the self that you are right now. It's kind of like, you know, being a caterpillar, you know, where you're like, I want to be a butterfly now. And I love butterflies. I really do. I'm a big butterfly fan. And speaking of butterflies, and like I said, in the dreams, that video about Are You Searching for Guidance, check that out, because that will tell you how the universe guides you through, you know, the archangels with numbers, you know, not only with numbers, you know, like there's so many things, symbols, if you really know what symbols mean, like when you go out through the day, you know. It is amazing how much help I get with the universe's help, you know, with the people, beautiful people like you, all of you. You know, you're helping me. You inspire me, whether you know that or not. When you click that button on your computer or whatever device of liking my video or subscribing, you're helping me out. You're actually encouraging, inspiring me. So I want to thank all of you for doing that. It didn't cost you anything, but it did take some of your time, like out of your own busy life to watch my long videos. I do say I'm going to work on that, but every time I'm like, wow, I'm so used to having them at a certain time, so. And there are beautiful souls out there on YouTube that are trying to help people to become their greatest version of themselves. So we all can be butterflies and just fly around. We're just gonna, we're gonna go through that metamorphosis, which is dying to self. That's a very painful experience. And there's a deep diver out there I've been watching for a long time now, since 2017. And that's Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart. He's amazing, so you really got to check him out. He's on Instagram too. If you really need inspiration, I'm telling you, he's got the greatest ones out there that I have, he's the only one that I really know. There's other people that I do have on my Instagram, so there's a lot of, you might even know people I don't know about, so you could always let me know about people, like on Instagram, where I could check those out. And I did put some people out on my Facebook page. So, affirmations are, like I said, I'm going to be making my own videos. I already have a whole list of affirmations, and I do that when I go on my hike. My whole way, like today, imagine that is like I drove like an hour, almost an hour and a half today to get to the place that I went to today. It was beautiful falls. You get right there in front of it. You're not like looking down a mountain and only seeing part of it. You got to see the whole thing right there. It was beautiful. But I did affirmations out that way, and yesterday, the whole way, like a good 45-minute or whatever drive that was, the whole entire way I did affirmations. I need them on CDs or something, so I can put them in my thing on my radio, my CD player, like in my car, because I don't listen to my old music anymore. I just do the 432 hertz. I've been such a good girl. I've been changing, so I'm letting go of Kathy Digman, she's gone through a lot in her life, and she showed me a lot of things in life, like she's, made a lot of mistakes. She, put herself in such danger, throughout her life, but she taught me a lot of things, those were lessons, and now I'm becoming a greater version of myself. So now I can learn by her mistakes that are now my lessons that I need to learn. Kathy Digman was far from being perfect. She tried so hard, and I understand I'll never be perfect. But what I learned is that God sees us perfect. He made us in his image, we are perfect in God's eyes, so we are enough. I am enough. Those I ams are very powerful, and if you have a hard time with your thoughts, which are not your own, even your emotions, it's kind of funny how all this stuff is not your own. And, so I've been doing really good. I got to give myself a pat on the back, because I get a lot of help on YouTube videos, from a deep diver out there, helping me to understand that all those thoughts, that I thought were mine were not mine. And, I'm letting go of all those negative old patterns, like I said, I felt like a snake last night. I shed some skin off of that. That was a very powerful full moon guided meditation. So, I felt like I was being like a skin, I felt it leave my body, and I felt amazing. I felt like a whole new person this morning when I woke up. I really did. And it's amazing how the universe and God works, it's the same. So I got some really good insight in the middle of the night on that full moon meditation, full moon last night, so today's the 6th. And I was like dumbfounded, in the middle of the night. I'm like, You know, when you start realizing that this whole thing is an illusion here, and that we are in the matrix, and that everything that you think is real is not really as real as you think, you know, and it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. You might hear me say different things in some videos, and you might think, is this crazy, whatever, girl crazy? You know, if you want, there's also a video you could watch, my spiritual awakening, and I'm waiting for another one. I'm like, universe, I really could use another one of those. You know, it's 4 parts of that, or 5. I can't remember if it's 5. But really, I'm telling you, you get your first spiritual awakening after, you know, you get these numbers popping at you all the time, all over the place, repeating numbers, that is. And they got, you know, messages, you know, through numerology, you know, and there's a lot of videos that you could check out. So these are ways that you can work on yourself, you know, like so you can become a greater version of yourself, become that change that you want to see in the world. You know, we can do this together. You don't have to do this all on your own. You know, like, I will be here to help you out and guide you as much as I can. And then the universe and the angels will guide you with numbers and dreams, you know, or symbols. Oh, sorry. And like I said, there is that deep diver out there, Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart. You know, if you're really serious about shedding some of that old skin and getting rid of that, and you know, becoming butterflies, you know, really check him out. Where do you think I get, you know, I get a lot through my videos from him. You know, I've learned. I've been like a student under him for years. He's a mentor. He's a master teacher, you know, helping. I don't even know the number of people, you know, that he is helping out, men and women. Love him, you know, and there's a good reason for that, you know. And then there's, of course, going to be people that are jealous of him and envious of him, but it's not his problem, it's theirs, you know. So anyway, let's see, what other things? Like I said, yoga, you know, is really, I think all those people out there with the yoga, and like YouTubers out there like me and other people, like I said, that have messages that are trying to, you know, not that they're trying, they are, it's nothing about trying, they are inspiring many, many people out there, you know, so those are ways, by listening to those videos, you know, like, and you know, where you can let go of your old self, you know, like, and reinvent a new version of yourself. That's an upgrade, you know, and that's what I've been working on for a long time now. I've been always working on my life, believe me. I've worked really hard, but really since COVID, whoo, I have been really, really, really working really hard on my life, inside and out. You know, like, I had a lot of stuff in my inside that I had to take care of, my thoughts, you know, my past. You know, now I understand that I'm letting go. I am letting go of my past. I am letting go of people and things that no longer serve me. I am taking back my power. I am. Those I ams are so powerful. I am abundant. I am rich. I am a millionaire. I am inspiring millions of people. You know, you got to believe in yourself, really. If you want to be that change, you have to get rid of, you know, self-doubt. You know, you got to throw that right out. Let it go. Let it go. You don't need it anymore. You know, don't listen to other people. You know, if you got people that are doubting in you and, you know, like, discouraging you, you might have to let those people go. I can't force you. It's something that you have to do on your own. You know, you might be with somebody, you might be married, or you might have a boyfriend or girlfriend, or, you know, like, it could be your mom or dad, you know, that are always bringing up the past, you know, and your past could be a bad past, you know. Maybe there's a lot of things you don't want to keep having them bring it up all the time, you know. And if it's something that people are bringing up the past all the time, you know, really, you might have to let them go. And I can't tell you you have to let them go, but you're going to have to decide on your own, should I let them go or not? Because I'll tell you, blessings started coming when I did. I let some people go out of my life, and boom, blessings started coming, because I didn't realize those were, you know, blocking things that I desired in my life, things that I needed in my life, you know, like, and it is amazing how the universe, you know, like is doing this through numbers, through his archangels, through dreams, you know, so it is not a joke. Those things are not, you know, like, I know how I felt when I heard the affirmations, you know, like, I know how I felt because it was new. You know, it was a new thing. I wasn't used to that. Even there's that deep diver out there. The first video that I heard, I was like, wow, I loved his energy. It was a lot for me. And I took a little break. And, you know, then I decided, hey, I'm going to check this deep diver out again. And I'll tell you what, knock on wood, I have been watching him. I'm addicted to now watching his YouTube videos. And I've got so much help. You know, so, you know, it's amazing how the universe puts people like that in your life, you know, where the universe guided me, you know, to that YouTube channel, to that YouTuber, you know, just like, you know, if you're watching me right now talk, the universe guided you to, hey, check this Starlight chick out, you know. So this is how the universe works. And I have to say, when I started in the time with COVID, there's times the universe will use people that you might have a hard time with, or, you know, people that you're struggling with, and they might be the ones saying stuff to you, and you might get really offended at them, but then when you think about it, you're like, they did have a point, but even though you got to let them go, the universe used them. You know, that's where we got to put our pride down and realize, hey, I didn't like what they said, and then you might not even agree with what they said. But if you really study yourself and analyze what you did or whatever you said, you know, maybe you said something and, you know, like the universe is using them, you know, to get your attention, to speak to you directly, you know, and to wake you up, you know, to help you to change so you can be a greater version of yourself, so you can shed that old skin. You know, we have to upgrade. Like I am working on the 3D, the 4D, and 5D, where, you know, there's days that I might be in the 5D, and then, you know, in the 3D, which is the third dimension, the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, which there was a shift a while back, you know, where a lot of people were shifting. It's letting go of fear, where you're in the love frequency now. But it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. And my uploads, my upgrade, I'm telling you, the insights that I got last night was deep. I was like, I was just like, wow. I was just so blown because of this full moon. I'm telling you, the full moon are very powerful. And eclipses, I have been in a hospital, I don't know how many times, you know, with full moons or eclipses, you know, they are powerful. And, you know, I knew this a while back, but I understood that the moon can do certain things. But, you know, I was like, I don't know, is that really true or not? I don't know. And then bam, until it hits you, then you're like, yes. They are, the police departments know that, the hospitals know it, the doctors know this stuff. They're not gonna sit there and, you know, like make YouTube videos and say, yes, the full moon is powerful. Maybe there's some doctors out there that are really being, you know, where I go for therapy, yes, I do, I go. I need support. You know, somebody to talk to. I don't have anybody in my area, and I can't really count on my kids. They don't know what I'm going through. So my therapist, because she studies stuff, is I see my therapist, and then I had a doctor. He wanted to make sure I was doing fine, and if he thought I had to go on any medication. But after you heard me talk, he's like, she's good. I wouldn't even have to see her until like near your birthday, you know. So ching, you know, like I gotta say yay, you know. And he was very interested. I told him how I have a YouTube channel now. And I even told him about my deep diver friend out there. And because he told me that he does do YouTube, and he said that some of his doctors that he knew or knows has their own YouTube channel. They're making more money on YouTube than being a doctor, you know, because really, you think about it, being a doctor, you're limited to, you don't have that full freedom of saying what you want to say. So like when you do YouTube, you can say whatever you want. You know, you can actually let go and be yourself and try to help people out. So yeah, it's amazing to see doctors out there. They're actually doing YouTube videos, making money, making better money than they did when they were in their office, getting paid that way. So let's see, affirmations, meditations are very powerful. Those are ways that you can get rid of your old, I want to say old sin nature. It's all letting go of fear and doubt and worrying and stress and, anxiety. That is stuff that God does not want us to hold in our bodies. Not at all. It's not healthy for you, and, another thing that one of my angels or signs that I've been getting is that don't be in such a rush. Like especially if you got stuff going on in your life, like if you're in a rush, because it was a really good insight that I did get is that like being in a rush is not really good, because that's what was going on with me, is that I would panic and I was in a fear mode. And that's not the way the universe wants you to be. The universe wants you to let go of fear and trust the universe. To me, that's the biggest sin out there, really. It's not about fornication. It's not about adultery. It's not about lying. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about not trusting in God, really. That is, to me, the biggest thing, because really, if you trusted in God, would you done all these other things? That's the whole thing, the way I look at it. That's what I learned a long time ago. It is not about all these other things. But does the universe want you to do those things? Lying, and then the word of God has been twisted. So you do have to be careful about that, where some pastors didn't want you to actually ever get divorced, so there's an argument about that, whether people ought to get divorced or not. But to me, it's your life. God gave you a free will to do what you want to do. So you have to be hey, if you're miserable and you're working really hard on your relationship and the other person's not, is it fair for you to be miserable the rest of your life? Is that how God intended you to live your life, is just to be stuck with that person the rest of your life? And don't be worried about the money. If you're thinking, if I let, a lot of times men, I have to pick on guys, I'm sorry, but they're worried about their money, because women, there's some women out there that will do some stuff, or, one way or another, where they're afraid of losing a lot of money because of divorce, being divorced, and that happens where people get divorced and they lose all the money. You will get it back if you're doing the right thing by, taking care of yourself and making sure you are happy. God wants you to have a happy, fun, fulfilling, adventurous relationship with somebody. Not a boring, dull, somebody that complains a lot, nitpicking at everything. Complain, always bitching and complaining about one thing or another, saying that you're not enough, or going out and having adultery, cheating on you or lying to you. You don't deserve any of that. You deserve to be free from that. And if you are going through that, I can't tell you what to do. It's something that you got to make up your mind on. But, the universe wants you not to fear. And that is what's holding us back, is fear. So I'm letting go of fear like I did. That meditation last night kicked butt. I felt like I was, turning into a butterfly. I was letting go of my old, bye Kathy, and I have a new self right here. It's Starlight. That's why I have a YouTube channel with Starlight on there. So these are ways that we can be a change in our own life, by letting go of that fear. That fear has I'll tell you, people do a lot of crazy shit out there because of fear. They fear about losing stuff, like their income. They might want to go out and do something wrong, because they fear. Fear is, they're afraid that they're going to, somebody's going to hurt them. They're afraid of getting dropped, afraid of being alone, afraid that they're going to take all their money away from them, afraid of their health, like COVID, afraid of the government, afraid of, you know, what your parents are going to think, what your, you know, that fear is what's blocking you. And you really got to let it go. And it doesn't happen overnight. I've been working on this fear thing for years now, and I am doing a whole lot better. You know, so you got to give yourself credit when you know that you have been working so hard. The universe is going to bless you, you know, like with, because you are working hard and you're changing, you know, you're learning your lessons. And that's what it's all about. It's not easy. You know, so I have definitely some downloads last night with that full moon, and it really was a big eye-opener for me, the information that I did receive. You know, so I really thank the universe for giving me that. It just was like, you know, like it really did reveal a lot in my life, and I was like, oh, okay. What are those kind of deals, you know? So I do love you, and we can be that change that we all want to be, you know, but it starts with us first, you know, and I want you to be the best that you can be, you know, be the greatest version that you can be, like Infinite Waters, Ralph Smarts. That's what he's helped me, you know, where you can shed, you know, like you might not love who you are. Well, you know, you can recreate a new version of who you are, who you want to be. Who do you want to be? Really think about it. Who do you want to be? Don't look at the Hollywood stars. Forget that crap. Really, I am not into the Hollywood stars. You know, I don't even know half of their names. I can't even remember their names or the movies or any of it, really. I do remember The Matrix. I got that one down. But I can't remember his name. You know, so I do love you so much, and we can be the change together. You know, you're helping me out with my YouTube channel by liking my videos and subscribing. I really thank you for that. We're watching my videos. Thank you. And I will have more videos, you know. I'm sorry, my nose is stuffed right now. I can't breathe out of my nose. But anyway, I do love all of you beautiful souls, and you are beautiful. Yes, you are. And I want you to become your greatest version. You will, I'll tell you, it's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie to you. But you know what? The rewards later on down the road is going to really pay off way more than you ever even imagined, really. And I do love all of you. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.